So we can start our lab. So we was discussing about the sheet metal working, so we'll also today continue and finish the sheet metal. So as usual, open the new file and select here the sheet metal group and press OK, and you will be directed to the environment of the sheet metal with several features which we discussed in the last lecture about how to create a basic tab and some flanges, counter flanges. Also we have seen several options. Today we will continue. As usual, to go with the sheet metal, for the beginning you have to create raw material. In the case of the sheet metal, it is the tab. So we can create the tab using the two methods. Directly select the tab or create a sketch for the beginning and so on. Let's create the sketch in this case. So select the sketch, and as usual you have to select the plane to create the sketch. In this case I will select this plane, press OK. So you can create any shape of the two-dimensional sketch for the as a reference for the tab. So rectangle, circle, or you can create using the profile. For beginning, let's create the rectangle. So from the center select and create the rectangle. You can define as usual the dimensions of the rectangle. Let's make it 200. This side let's make it 120, and so finish the sketch. So our sketch is ready. Now convert it to the tab. Here select the tab and select this edge. So it is converted with a millimeter, 2 millimeter of the thickness. So press OK. So here, if you open the more, there is the several band options for the tab. Here you can make the hem flange, jog, the bridge, lofted flange, and band, advanced, and so on. Okay, you can use the, for example, let's see for the beginning the hem flange, and here you see in the tab type of the hem flange there is several options: the closed, open, setup, curl, open loop, closed loops, and the centered loop. Let's see for the beginning the closed loop, and here you have to select the edge to make the hem, to create the hem. So in this case select the, you see it is the shape will be like this, and only you have the one parameter to be indicated here. This is the indicated to 20 millimeter. You can change it. For example, here select the edge to create the hem. It is the created. You see there is a closed, and here you can increase or decrease the value. Let's make it 50. It is increased. Also you can make the distance, for example the material inside, the material outside, as we discussed it here as a reference. If you see, let here the select this one. If you look here the as a reference line, this is the reference line. It is the material inside. If we select the material outside, it will be the outside from the reference line. Then measures the distance in this manner. So here how is the first tab of the hem is obtained. So double click it. Here also you can make it the same element on this side by selecting this edge. Alright, just a moment. Here for the beginning let's OK, and let's deselect this one. So go. So this is the one. So let's delete it. Go again to the more, select the this one, and let's see. Sorry, open this one. Type, open type. So the same. In this case, you have two variables. This is the distance and the band radius. Here the 6 and the distance is 50. And in this case, you have to select the edge to create the open hub. So in this case, select this one. So this is the how is the open ham is created. You can change the values here. For example, let's make it 3. This is the bend angle. So this is the how is obtained. The same you can make the insert of the material inside or outside or bend outside. In this case, you see what is the reference line. This moment. This is the reference line. If you make it is inside, it will be inside around this reference line. If you make it outside, it will be outside of this reference line over the ham. This is the second type. Let's again delete this one. Right click, delete, select open. So open the type again. Here there is a S shape, and you see this is the bend parameter for the S shaped ham with the 4 parameter. For the beginning, the first one is the bend radius, and here the second one is the length, the flange length, and here the second bend radius, and this is the second flange length. In this case, here the parameter is written. You can change the values. So for the beginning, let's select the edge to create the S type the ham. So in this case, it's the same. Select this edge. You see it is the created here with the S shaped. So you can make here the distance, example the 50 to equal the first one. So can the bend radius is the same. You can change the bend radius for the first one. For example, let's make it 55, sorry, and so on. So here's the how is the S-shaped ham is created. Here also you can make the different options, the material inside, material outside, and so on. So here and press OK to see your result. You can create the same thing for this side also. In this case, you have to select this edge. You will obtain the same element what we have done so far. Also, you can make the mirror as you want. So here the flange 1, ham flange, and flange 2 is S-shaped. So you can delete all of them. Select more again. This is the coral type ham. So in this case, we have also the 3 parameters. The first one is the bend radius, is the flange length, and the third one is also the second bend radius, and the fourth one is the second flange edge. In this case, the same. Select this edge. See, you will obtain such a system. Let's make it lower. Let's make it 20. So you will get also such a system. So with the coral and you have to be careful. You have to remember that all the operations in the sheet metal forming will be obtained with just single operation, single processes, and so on. You see, it is easy in the sheet metal to create such a system without any drawings and so on. this is the how is the sheet metal operation is the performed in the industry. So you can obtain using the NX such a complex shapes. Select this one from the part navigator, right click and delete again, open the more flange. Next type is the open loop, and again as usual you have to select the edge. You see the open loop is created with the two parameters. One is this one. So here you can change the values. Let's make it higher, bigger, like this, and you can change the angle. Let's make it 90. You see, you will obtain such a system with a bending, with this kind of system. It is in the material inside layout. So again the same. In this case is a closed loop. In the closed loop we have only the two parameters with the bend radius and the flange distance, but it is in the closed manner, so it will be closed like this. So okay, let's make it smaller. It is, and also it like this. So you can change the two values. So it is the bended over the until this four face. So let's delete this one. One more. This one is the centered loop. So select this one and let's refresh it. Select this. Refresh it. Select the centered loop. Select this edge. So you see you will obtain such a shape. In this case you can for example change the bend radius. Let's make it 10, and here the second bend radius, let's make it 10 again, and here the slope angle, let's make it 90. You will get for example 20, also 120, and so on. You can obtain several shapes like the bending it. Let's make it higher, more higher. So let's make it so you can obtain such systems with the ham option. So there is so we have seen the several options of the ham flange. So all the options you can create by the one or with the one activity. So let's delete this one. So let's go on. Next is the called the jog. It's a jog. So it is the in order to make the modifiers that over the system. In this case you have to create sketch for the beginning where use as a reference for the jog. So in this case go to the sketch, select let me go here, so sketch, so create for example the line here, any line with the dimension, so it should be the passing through this tab. So now go to the jog, and here you have to select where you want to create the jog, that is the sketch. In this case this one, see, it will be just bends this system around this axis. So you can change the direction here or here. You see, it is the how is the jog function is created. You can create here the measure the distance. For example, in this case is 20. You can increase the value to the 40. You see, it is changed. You can also change the method of the dimension of the measuring of this jog. In this case, you can make the outside dimension or inside dimension and so on. So also the same. If you look here, there's a reference line. Let me look from this side. This is the reference line. Now it is the material inside. Make it outside. On the right side, it will be in the inside. It will be left side of this reference line. Also here the reference for the height of the jog. So in this case, you say it's blue. It's represented as the height. Now it is in the inside. And if you make it outside, it will be distance from here to here. If you make the inside, it will be distance from the here to the bottom. So it is how to create the jog with just a single line. Also you can create the jog with some inclined line. Now it is just a vertical or horizontal, it's a straight line. We can delete it, and we can create for example the line with some inclination and see how to jog is obtained, like this one. So it is the inclined line on the surface of our tab. So let's go on, create the jog. So okay, here you have to select this one. So you see the jog is created around this inclined line. You can change the direction like this, double clicking. So it is also the second option how to create the jog with the inclined line. You can hide this one, also hide this one. Also you can insert any band here, the band radius. You can make it 5. Here for the beginning, let's use the local value and insert 5. You see here the band radius is increased. If you make it is the 3 is the standard value for the sheet metal. Here also this is the next option, is a lofted flange. In this case let's delete this all of them. So create for the beginning one sketch. Just a moment. Create the sketch, this plane. Create for example arc like this. Finish the sketch and create the datum plane at the distance from here. Let's move it. Sketch this one and double click here and press OK, and sketch open sketch like the rectangle like this. So here there is in the sheet metal the option is the lofted flange that will connect these two elements. Here this one, select this one and this one. You see it is connected, what is like the surface element, but in this case it's a sheet. So in this case I used arc with the open rectangle. You can use the rectangle to rectangle, arc to arc, and with also several sketches as well here more, and lofted flange. Here also we have the bridge bridge band function. So in order to do this, let's delete these ones. This one. So let's create for the beginning the datum plane for the distance of this one. It's okay, and create here the rectangle. Finish it, and again create rectangle on this new plane. So we can make the same distance. So these two rectangles. Now go to the more. Here we have the bridge band. In this case, there is several types of to create the bridge band. Let's make for the beginning fold transition. In this case, select for the beginning that we have to create the tab for these two this element. So create the tab, apply, and tab. Okay, not secondary as a base. So in this case, okay. So two tab is created as a reference of the sheet metal. Now go to the more, bridge. So in this case, let's for the beginning see the type of the fold transition. So you have to select here select the first edge. In this case, this edge, and here to select the second edge, this edge, and here you have to specify the point, this point. Here, find it. Just a moment, let me refresh it and make it one more time. This edge and lower edge here. I think the mistake, and this point. No. So here, sorry, it was not now I think there is this one and this one, and select the point here, this one. Now let me open my file here, just a moment. So open the Peter, this one here. So sheet metal, where is the sheet metal? And let me here, this one. Select this one. So here let's go more, bridge. So in this case, let's make it view transition, this one, either this one, and the point is that this one. No, let me see from the top for the beginning. They should be aligned. Okay, they are not aligned, that's why. In this case, let's select this edge. They should be in the same position, that's why. So this one, select here the U form, this one, and point here. Okay, now it's correct, so can create this. So important thing that You see, this two tab is not properly aligned. There is some overlap. That's why we couldn't create a bridge band. Now it is the first type of the bridge band. It is the fold. You see, the shape is the folded that will connect these two upper and lower the tabs. And here you see it is the finite. You can give the any value in the finite type, and this blue arrow represents the distance. Here the several tabs you can make the symmetric, but in this case it's not proper solution. You can make the full. It will directly make the full until the end of this side. These are the same as well. Here there is no any change. So most is to use the full or the finite and the symmetric. If you draw the point in the center, you can make it as a symmetric one. So press OK. This is the how is the band, bridge band is created with the fold operation. You can delete it and see the other bridge band, the bridge the band. Here we have the, for example, the Z and the U transition. For the beginning, if you would like to make the U transition the band, select this one edge and the lower one. You see the U transition is created just with the straight line like this one. This is the how it's obtained. U transition band, bridge the band, the U transition. In the case of the to see the Z transition, in the case of the to see the Z transition, in this case select this one, select this option, and the case you have to select this edge and the opposite edge here, the lower one, not lower one, the upper one. So you see the Z transition is updated in this case. So you have to select this edge and this edge in the opposite side. So Z transition in this case is obtained. So this is the how the bridge the band is obtained. Now we will see here the band option. Also here it is looks like to the jog option, but in this case you will just bend, not make some lifting of the material, just you will make the bend along the line. For the beginning we can continue with this one. So let's create on this face sketch as usual. This will help us the reference for the bending. The important thing that sketch must be the passing through this the width of the tab. Go to the mode and select the bend, and here the select this line to make the bend. You see it is the bended, but you can change the direction here. So it is the fixed, only that this one is the bended. That's okay. Here go to again the bend, and you can define the angle of the bend as you want. 45 here you can make, here you can change the value of the bend like this. This is how is the bend operation is obtained. So let's delete all of them here. Select one by one by pushing the control button. Delete this one. Also, okay, delete this one also, and delete this one. Keep this one. So make it as a tab. So and create one more element here, sketch on this face and select the arc here, create the arc between this point and this point, finish it, and select the tab here, select the secondary, and select this one. Okay, so we have this element. Now here go to the more, here select the advanced flange, and here select the edge, here select the edge to make the advanced flange, this one, or you can make here the single curve and select only this one to create the advanced flange. Also you can make here change the value, let's make it 120. So see, advanced flange is created, and double click the advanced flange, and here you can change the relief to the rounded. Here you see, I will show again, it was the squared or rounded. Press OK. Also you can make some cuts for the surface of the sheet metals. In order to do for the beginning, you have to make some sketch. You have to create the sketch. Select the sketch, and let's draw the circle. These two circles. Now go to the more, and here the lightning cutout, and here select this one and this one. So in this case, let's select the one by one, select one and apply, and this one. You see here you can change the values and so on, so you can obtain such a system also. So let's go on. I will delete these ones. I will this one, and let's delete this one also. So the sketch also I will keep this single tab, and here I will go to these options with how to create the dimple. We have seen how to create lower and several options how to create this one. So in this case, let's to create this kind of element. For the beginning, we have to create the sketch, two-dimensional sketch. So select the sketch as usual, select the face. So for example, we can create a sketch like this, rectangle, it's a rectangle. So let's define it is the dimensions. This dimensions also 170, the same. Let's define that is the width here. Let's make it 30. This. You can use here the quick trim in order to delete these elements, and you can create here the fillets. Here let's make it 10, this one also, and here and the last one. Finish it. So this is the sketch. Now I would like to make it using the dimple. Just obtain. This is by the pressing operation that the system will be obtained. Select the function is the dimple. So select the curve here. In this case, select this curve. You see, it is the obtained. You can increase the values, but in this case it will be small. For example, let's make it 5. You can change it is the direction in the downward direction, upward direction, and so on, and press OK. So you see, you can obtain such a system with the sheet metal. Maybe you have seen in the car manufacturing such a systems with such a option. So it will be obtained by the pressing of this sheet metal, this kind of elements. So it is the one option. Also you can create the same system, for example, with the simple sketch. For example, let's draw the circle here. So let's make it 25 and define it is the position, for example, to be accurate. So you can go here to the dimple and select this one, and it's okay. So with the circle you can also obtain such a system, and if you see the backward direction, it is you can make it mirror as usual. Let's make it mirror. Here the mirror the feature, select this feature, and here the not new but let's see existing plane, and around this plane apply. So here you have to select also the sketch. Here this one, it's selected. Now also press the Ctrl and select this sketch also of this element. This means the circle. Select the circle which we draw here, and in this case press apply. It works. Again you can mirror it around this plane. In this case select this one, and select again the sketch plane, in this case, and this plane. The same way you can make it this one, sorry, this plane. Okay, so you see this is how the system is obtained with the dimple. For example, let's change here the tab length. Let's make it bigger. But this one is changed because it was the fixed in this case. So you can add, for example, here the flange and make it full, increase the value, the same way insert the flange here, apply, and say flange here. So you can let's create here the circle again, or we can directly create the hole Here the select the more. Also we have the function of the hole here. Select the hole. Select this face, and let's make it locate this hole here. Finish it. Hole is created, and then increase the diameter of the hole, and you can press OK. See, the hole is created. Let's make it mirror again. Go to the mirror feature, select the feature of hole, and select the plane. In this case, select this plane. Created. Press OK. You can here make the break corner. Sorry, break corner to make the rounded corner. Here the chamfer for the rounded corner. Here select this one. Let's make it bigger, and this one. Apply it. So such a sheet metal you can step by step obtain. So here we have this gasket. Let's try to it. Select the face to create the